Hello everyone. So we have officially arrived in September. I cannot even believe the summer has passed. July and August flew by. I apologize for having not visited Dollar Tree in some time. It was get ready for back to school, got the kids in order. Everything is going so far so good. The kids are happy to be back, I think, as much as maybe not so much always with schoolwork, my boy especially. Hey bear. But definitely my girls happy to be back to learn, and I think they're happy that they're seeing their friends regularly and stuff. If you have little ones or older ones, how has their back to school transition gone this week for you? It is nice to have a routine again. I'm a little tired, to be honest. I'm not the best morning person, but it's got to get done. And I'm petting Bear here on his ears. He wanted some attention. Maybe we'll come up for a little hug. No, you don't want to come up? You just knock my bags over. So anyways, I have, of course, popped into the Dollar Tree the moment I had a chance. And I was looking for those fluorescent pumpkins and I found them. I was so excited to have grabbed them. Look how bright. They would almost like glow. Last year, I will post a little tutorial up above of what I did with them. I absolutely love them and can't wait to pull them out of storage for the fall decorating this year. Did anyone create them last year? The transformation was very, very simple. If you want to take a look, I'll post the link up above, but let me know if you created anything and how it held up or how you enjoyed it. Ours were fantastic. I actually kept them out for quite some time. I was almost even tempted to keep them out through the Christmas decor, but I put them away. So I plan on doing something fun. Bear's over here shaking and stretching and wanting my attention because I started talking to you guys. And I look forward to transforming these. So because I was afraid they were selling out pretty quick compared to previous years where the box is always full. So I'm wondering if people are starting to pick up more of the Dollar Tree DIYs on Pinterest and on YouTube and then saying, hey, I can do something with those as well. And you do have to be careful because some of them are more porous, I find. Like the cells are a little bit spread apart. See how they have like these tiny little, oh, it's hard to show you guys here, but these are composed of like little pieces of foam, and you have to make sure that the line here is nice and tight. It's not like, you know, disconnected. You want them to be nice and smooth when you paint, so also you don't want all like the little holes exposed. So I tried to be very careful with the ones I selected. I did purchase 4, making sure that the connection was nice and smooth. So those were that was my exciting part of this haul, and I thought I'd better share it with you guys because if you guys want to do any fall decorating or transformations of these pumpkins, definitely go out as soon as possible because they look like they're selling very quickly. So with that, the reason why I went in, of course, I ended up buying a cart full of stuff because I hadn't been in forever, so there was tons of new things. I even found Christmas stuff, which I was a little bit shocked, and my headspace was not on Christmas at all, so I was having a really hard time when I saw the items on how to use them and how to incorporate them into decor because my headspace is still kind of like on summer, saying goodbye to summer and slowly transitioning over to a fall ideas. However, I will share some of the finds. Oh, here's Bear. Finally made it up here. I found this beautiful bowl. I'm not sure if it's I hadn't seen it before. But it's got all this little glass imprinting on here, and I just love the inside. So when you see it like that, it would make a really pretty finish. I do plan on using this in a DIY as well, so it will be more glam. And I don't normally do a lot of sparkly glammy things, but I am inspired. I am feeling like this year might have a little more sparkle in some of my home DIYs. And with that, I purchased a bunch of vases, which the young girl at the cash register is fantastic. She always is so very careful with my items, which I appreciate so much because sometimes you can get a worker who will just pop them into a bag. But look at this, like she wrapped them all up nicely in newspaper and everything. And I was kind of like, it's okay, I can take that one. And I separated a couple so she wouldn't have to wrap every single thing. So I put them in different bags, but she was so careful, which I really appreciate because the last thing you want is driving home, your bag tips over, both things clink together, and you open a bag of broken glass, which could be super dangerous. You could cut yourself or and then you've also lost your item. So I purchased this size vase. So they have taller ones, which I think is fantastic for $1.25 here that we pay. The taller one was probably about like that much higher, so maybe 2 inches taller, but I purchased 2 of the same height. I do plan on doing something with these very, very shortly, and I'm super looking forward to it because I found some really fun items. Look at this. Isn't that the coolest? It's like a mercury little potion bottle. Like, I mean, you can even do something for Halloween with this. Put a little sticker of, you know how they have those like witch potion or witch, I don't know, spider bolt. Like, I don't know. They have those funny little black stickers. You can put something on here and just all of a sudden you have this cute little glam Halloween decor piece. So I had, when I saw them, and I also was thinking I could use these in my crafting supplies. Like, I was going to pull this little guy off and attach some sponging so then I can use it as a dabber. But that's a whole nother story for me. I'm always coming up with silly ideas in my head. But I just love this piece. I'm almost tempted to go back and find more because even in the bathroom, like, to put a couple for Halloween. Oh my gosh, I am loving these. So they're mercury and they're really well done. Like, it's not, some of them were a little bit more spotty. Like, you'll see this one here is quite more spotty. It didn't, but I love that look. And then this one's a little more covered. So if you want a couple different different styles or coverage, you have to look for. Okay, I purchased 3 again, so here's my 3rd one, and I am absolutely in love with them. Even bringing them home. So I did a little mercury glass. Sorry, my mug is in the way, but I did a little mercury glass staining, which I filmed it a while ago. I still haven't finished the DIY. I hope to get that done and then post it on the channel as well for you guys. And I did do some mercury work, and it turned out just about the same. However, I haven't finished the rest of the process. So somebody had asked me in the comments section, what type of storage do I like for embellishments? There are a few items, of course, that I use in my craft room. One being the giant photo keeper or scrapbooking photo keeper kit. I think it's made by Iris from Michaels, and I keep my thicker type embellishment stickers, like, you know, wood chip stuff, a little bit clunkier, big gems that are stuck to the sticker pages inside of those little cases. I'll link a card up above because I did go through on how I stored that stuff. My other way of storing my embellishments, which I'm absolutely obsessed with, is the washi storage from Michaels as well. It's made by, I think, Recollections. And it has 3 shelves. I'll put a little video of what it looks like. It has 3 shelving units, and each row is separated by a low divider, and it stores 5 of these little storage cups, the front row, middle row, and the 3rd row. And so I'm getting a total of 45 little storage containers inside of that Recollections washi holder. And I absolutely love it because it sits on my craft table, and whenever I need it, I have like 45 of these little bottles filled with all sorts of knickknacks, little I store most of my metal embellishments in a little box with like little dividers, almost like a little toolbox. But for embellishments like, oh goodness, I'll show you guys, but like the looser gems and stuff like that, they usually just get a pack here and a pack there, and they're more random. I love putting them in these little screw top containers. They fit perfectly in that unit. So I will show you again, but this is what I recommend. And the reason is because they do screw top. There are smaller containers like this found at the Dollar Tree. And I think the pack comes with 10, but because they're not screw top and they're not as wide, I don't find them practical for my needs. However, for your needs, you might find them practical because you might like to put glitter or something in them. I'm all about these mix and store cups. They're made, I think, for paints. There's only 4 pieces, 4 pieces in each of these multi-craft packages. I have been surprised to find them restocked at some of my local Dollar Trees, and then other ones that I normally purchase these at have stopped displaying them on their shelves. So when I posted a video telling you guys about, sorry I'm rambling so much. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever, so I'm catching up on all of the things of Dollar Tree related. But a few months ago, I think it was spring going into summer, I was told by a manager that Forever in Time was being discontinued from our Canadian Dollar Trees. And so far, has been confirmed, like it has stood that way, that we have not seen any new Forever in Time product being displayed in store. However, for you US folks, you guys are receiving Forever in Time now. So I'm starting to see a lot of West Virginia stores starting to get Forever in Time products, a lot of the multi-craft, a lot of the wood stuff that we were normally always carrying here in Canada, you guys are starting to get. So there is hope for you US people and crafters, that a lot of the craft goodies that I was sometimes showing in my shop with me that you guys were really hoping you would get your hands on might be headed your way. So definitely maybe ask or stay tuned for that stuff. But I know that it's shown up in West Virginia. So this is not a Forever in Time product. It falls under their umbrella of there's the multi-craft umbrella. I forget now the bigger name. I think it might even be Forever in Time. They are still continuing to oh no, multi-craft owns Forever in Time, sorry. So there's like Color Factory, which is this company here, and they have tons of this stuff of the Color Factory at the Dollar Tree. However, going back to my point where I went on a tangent, these have not been restored in some of my stores, and then they have been found at other ones, and I'm not sure if they're being replenished or if it was just old stock that was put up on the shelf or on the little brackets. So if anyone knows anything, or if you do see these, definitely purchase a pack and test them out and see if you like them, because they are there. Give me kisses. I love you too. So he had to have a bath this morning because he rolled around in something smelly outside, and I think his ear is still not completely cleaned. Hey buddy, you're rolling around something stinky. So that is my favorite storage cup for embellishments. I have a huge haul. I am so sorry that I'm talking forever. I feel like I'm rambling here. So let me get started, or actually go through it. If you want to fast forward whatever I was chatting about, we'll do that. Oh, look at this. He needs to be right in there, right on top of me. All right, so I purchased one of these. Oh, sorry. It goes like this. I do plan on doing a complete transformation of this. So I hope to DIY that very soon. Oh my gosh, I caved and bought these 2-pack battery operated roses. And I got like a whole bunch of them because I have a DIY that I'd like to do for Halloween using these. And yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I think sometimes I have too much, what is it called? I'm very ambitious, would it be? Like I don't know, there's a word for it. Like, I'm like, oh, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that, and then I don't have time for it. Anyways, I purchased this frame as well. I was hoping to do something different with it. Again, another transformation. We'll see if it gets done. Some more roses. Okay, this was pretty cool. I went to the checkout, and as I was looking out the window, they have like their flower section kind of on a spin wheel outside in there's like a lobby area of like the entrance. There's one entrance, there's a lobby, and then another entrance into the Dollar Tree, so into the store. So I was in line and I saw these through the window, and I'm like, oh, I better go put some of these packs back and I'll grab a couple bundles of these. So that's what I did. Now this is Valentine's, see, there's hearts. Those are Valentine hearts. I might repurpose those and keep them for Valentine's, but I definitely needed the roses, and because there's 4 roses on here rather than just the 2, and I thought I would mix and match them so I wouldn't have all light up roses. Oh my goodness. Tell me to be quiet today because I am... Okay, enough of that. It's for DIY. I purchased some of these it says for kids. Sometimes they get like a little cough in the winter time, so they're made by, is it Sucrets? So that was, that has 18 cherry lozenges. I found one random one of these. I had purchased a few of them, I believe almost 2 years ago, and they broke. One of them broke, and so I was so happy to find this little guy because I am loving the way it looks. So I was hoping I could do something with that. And I caved and bought the pineapple. I did. This was the last one on the shelf. It's not the best because see how the you have to really look for the ones that have the nice like indenting or detail, and then some of it will kind of like fade away. So definitely I had passed because of that, but this was the last one on the shelf and I said if I don't buy it I'm going to end up regretting it. So here's a cute little pineapple to go with all the other little knickknacks from the Dollar Tree. And I got some more Mod Podge because we're going to be doing glam stuff together. Lots of glitter. Are you ready for another bag? Okay. Oh my gosh. I think I went cuckoo at the Dollar Tree. I lost it. Lost my mind. Where do I start? Okay. I bought some more of this stuff. We cannot keep this stocked at our house. Slime is going off the shelf like it's going out of style. So 2 for $1.25. Here's what we pay. I think is pretty good. I found these. I love having these little locked top containers. Again, they store their slime in them and I never have to feel, I don't ever feel bad about it. It's, yeah, perfect. So there's 2 of those in there. Okay, so a couple weeks ago I went to the surplus store and I purchased a beautiful Star Wars, what do you call it? I guess a drawing book. Like it's spiraled and it's coiled, I should say. And we have, my son has a friend who is an absolutely Star Wars fan, like just loves Star Wars. So I have no idea. I'm not a big Star Wars, like I've watched a couple of them. I know, don't shoot me. Who hasn't watched Star Wars before? And I have to tell you, the first time I've ever watched a Star Wars was just this past year at the beginning of, it was winter time. My husband said a new movie was out and we should all watch it together as a family. So him and my son actually watched it together when my daughter and I went out for something. I think we had a girls' event and the boys were not welcome. So they went down to the basement and had a boys' night. And how did it go? So they watched it. My son absolutely loved the movie. So he asked if we could watch it together. And so my husband set it up and I actually really enjoyed it. And I'm like, why haven't I ever gotten into these movies? First off, I have to be honest. I'm not a TV watcher and I'm not one to really sit down and watch movies and stuff unless my husband kind of says it's movie time. So that's the number one problem. But after I watched it, I was like, okay, I really need to watch more Star Wars movies. So he was trying to put one on the other night before the kids went back to school as like our little family time. But it just wasn't, I don't know what happened. We weren't connecting and then time started kind of escaping us. So we skipped out. But my son has a Star Wars fan friend who loves Star Wars. And he has like all these little Lego sets that he's built over the years. Just absolutely beautiful setup in his bedroom. So I purchased this. I don't know if this is any good for him, but it says A New Hope. Star Wars A New Hope. Does anyone know who is a Star Wars fan? Who has never watched Star Wars before? Please tell me I'm not alone in this. All right, so as I was checking out, you know that at this store I always end up having to go around the cash or the tills to see if there's anything new and fun. And of course, there is always something new and fun. I had to purchase a couple of these for my daughter and her little friends because I thought I purchased 3. I'm sure I have another one in this baggie. So they are flip sequins, and so they turn silver. Now, I wish that they were not line pages. I am so picky about my stationery. I don't like certain lines. I don't know why, but I just don't. And certain paper. I'm very finicky when it comes to that. I'm a paper snob. So I thought this would be fun to put together. And then of course, when I saw these, I was like, well, because they have the sequins and they're so girly, we need to add some unicorn pens. So I purchased, there's this little blue one, a little green one with a little fuzz. I swear I purchased 3. I thought I got 3 for the little ones. Oh, here, see? I did. So there's this dark pink and then the teal. Isn't that fun? How fun is that? We didn't have these as kids. Not the flippies. This is really cool. Okay. And I purchased another little blue one. So these are little sets, and I thought, how freaking cute are these in a little bag as part of the gift, even with a gift card. I just love them. So there was that. Oh, another book. So I bought this for me. As hot as it was, you ought to thank me. Have no idea what it's about. It looked like a fun little book. Yeah, okay. So it's just a book that's it is fiction. It originally was $16.99 here in Canada. So that was another buy. I love these little stone, I guess they're stone baked, I think, or oven baked corn crackers that I purchase normally at Walmart, and I don't know if these have any flavor. It says no sugar added, no artificial colors, it's gluten free. It's made by Sansimo, I think, Sanissimo. I don't know how to say it, but they're oven baked. They're just corn chips. Hopefully these are good. I've usually purchased the package that's like a yellow here. So there's the red box. I got some Glutino. I actually purchased 2 of these Glutino free cookies. There was one randomly sitting on the cookie aisle, and then I found another one on an end cap. So I was like, oh, well, these are always nice to have, and they're good till October, the end of October. So if we have company during that time, then I have some gluten-free treats for those who are gluten intolerant. A little keychain for 50 cents, and the only reason I purchased, well, it was on clearance, and the only reason it was 50 cents was because it was a little bit opened, I think. Yeah, it was all opened up, so they just discounted it. However, the reason I purchased it, which I think is really cool, I would pay a lot more somewhere else. See how it has like the 2 pieces, so your keychain attaches here and that attaches somewhere else, is it has like the little connecting piece. I have a really cute tote bag that is really deep and doesn't have like little pockets for my key. So I thought, well, if I attach this somewhere on the inner part that has like a, anyways, I'll figure it out. I am just too chatty today. Too chatty. Oh, I bought another book. This one was originally, I would say, it doesn't I can't see the price, but it looks like it was originally $16 US probably, and then it got crossed off to $9, and then of course I found it at the Dollar Tree. And Swans at 5th Avenue. I have no idea if it's going to be good, but I'm headed to New York City. Yes, I am. And kid-free, may I tell you? Kid-free. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, maybe that will be like my reading book. All-purpose caulk. Again, this is a repurchase. I haven't used the first 2, but because I didn't see this at other Dollar Trees and only at this one, thought I better grab another one because I have something in mind to do with it. So these were actually in my trunk from when my daughter went shopping with me. I hadn't really purchased much that day when I went with her, and it was obviously before school. And she picked out these little glittery things and this little guy. It is so cute on her. It has like this little chiffon type feel. She tried it on already, so we took it off as if mom doesn't have enough glitter in her craft room. I tried to explain to her, Scarlett, we have lots of glitter options. She says, but you don't really like a lot of pinks. I don't think you'll have pink. And you know what? She's right. I have all like silvers and golds too. And this little push pop, I think. Oh, and these little scratchy things. So they were just in the trunk, and I had forgotten them, and then actually didn't even post this haul because this was so random. It was more like kid stuff. And these are little scratch cards, so they're great if you want to put them in a little loop bag as well. So yeah, those were a previous purchase, but they were in my trunk, so I thought I'd share them. I did purchase this little bow for her because she loves little things in her hair, especially around the house when she's playing, but not so much when she goes out, which is interesting. I got another one of these little feathers. The other 3 were already given away with little sets of fun things because she had a few birthdays, so I like putting them on the outside of little gifts. But these are so stinking cute, and they had a whole new box when I went in, so I had to buy another one. I got this little magnetic holder. I plan on doing something with it as well in a DIY. It does have a nice magnet on the back, and then it's got 3 little dividers on the inside, so hoping that comes to good use. Oh, see, this was also in my trunk. It had fallen out of a bag. And I should actually keep, I think maybe I even meant to keep it in my car, so I would toss this in the console and have something to apply some lipstick on the go. And if I leave that out, Bear's gonna chew that, so we can't do that. Oh, So I gave in and I'm trying this mascara. It's the Maximum Volume Waterproof. Let's take a look at the, oh, it's all sealed up. Let's take a look at the wand. So it is black. And the wand looks pretty cool, but I don't know. I'm pretty sensitive when it comes to these things, especially, like, I don't wear anything really around my eyes. I don't even wear, oh, I'm so shiny. Rather be shiny. I don't even wear eyeliner because it irritates my eyes. I don't wear eyeshadow because sometimes it irritates my eyes. I'm finding even mascaras sometimes bug my eyes. I do like putting a little bit of mascara, but I'm finding it makes my eyes itchy. So I'm going to have to be very careful and see if that works. I'm okay with things on my lips, but my eyes, no, not so much. And I am super shiny. Is that better? I was so shiny. I think the light and the camera kind of played up and I looked like I was glowing. Sorry about that lighting.